I swore I'd never come back. But there it is again. The carnival. The Ferris wheel that keeps turning around and around, like this crazy world where the difference between sanity and madness is a split second, where your life stops to meet new travelers on the wheel of life. I've learned how that 1 second can turn a normal life, a fine life, a wonderful human, into something monstrous, evil, until it destroys itself. I've tried to forget it. To forget. But how?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's all right, okay. Just let it go.
What are you looking so serious about? This is a carnival. Relax and enjoy it. Why don't you have some fun?
Ladies and gentlemen, the giant Ferris wheel. Everything looks better from up high. Everything looks different from up there. You must see it. A new point of view. Come on, right this way.
The phantoms of memory never really disappear, but turn into smoke that forms new visions of the past. How can I ever lose the thought of that horrible moment, that terrifying vision?
This way, ladies and gentlemen, the giant Ferris wheel. Everything looks better from up high. Everything looks different from up there. You must see it.
Memory is a mirror of pain. It brings back only the things that hurt. The view of the past is as sharp and painful as a dagger penetrating flesh. But the present can be quiet, even pleasant. Like the morning Sir Michael was saying the things Vance Pearson and myself had dreamed about, but never really expected to hear.
This is a great day. I'm really pleased. Bringing two revolutionaries together. What a moment for a conservative, eh? Miss Dixon, show the photographer in. Damn this publicity, but we really need it. Gentlemen, here are your brains. Pearson, these are your new bosses. Mr. Andrade, Mr. Tepeda, Mr. Barthelot of Iber Electrica, Spain.
How do you do, sir?
Now, let's look at your work. This is the reservoir of Barcelona, where the work of Mr. Quintana has been, well, surprising. And this is the Pearson power generator that will shortly become incorporated in this great Spanish company.
It's the work of a very high intelligence.
Just a little logic, some patience, and lots of luck.
Tripling kilowatt-hour output at the same cost. It's a little bit more than that.
How the hell did it occur to you?
Well, that's rather difficult to explain. You see, when I was a little boy, my father used to take me to the carnival at Kensington. The one thing that impressed me then, and still does, was the giant Ferris wheel. I think I became an engineer to learn how the thing worked.
I don't see the connection.
Oh, there is. A strong connection. By a strange coincidence, the Ferris wheel has become a decisive element in my life. The idea occurred to me while I was at the carnival.
To Spain sounds very exciting. You sure you don't mind working with a foreigner?
On the contrary, I think I'll enjoy it.
Excuse me for asking that kind of question.
I have been asked worse things before.
When I return from Spain, I'll live in one of those houses.
strange that today's engineer should divorce modern architecture.
Grounds for divorce? Mental cruelty. Look, a hive. Can you hear the buzz of the bees? It's absurd architecture.
Years here, 10 years of slow suffocation. Excuse me, I don't know why I bore you with all of this.
You must tell it to somebody, and I understand your language.
They build these hives for people to live in. For those who do live here in the hope that they'll get out as soon as possible, in any direction. Family 12B, an accountant, large family. They like Beethoven, play it all the time at full volume. 12B, just one couple. They fight every weekend at full volume. 12C, oboes. He manufactures oboes at home. He's had me on the verge of suicide more than once. 12D, an engineer, his wife and daughter.
12D for rent. Reason, the professional success of its previous tenant.
Hello, baby.
Hello.
This is my daughter, Sally. Sally, this is Mr. Quintana, my Spanish associate.
How are you, Sally?
Hello.
Why the hammer, honey? To keep us out?
No, excuse me.
Is that you,
It's
Val?
Dad with another gentleman.
Sally, just don't stand there. Let them in.
Hello, darling. It's my wife, Verna. Mr. Quintana. I've told you about him.
Pleased to meet you.
How are you, Mrs. Pearson?
Won't you sit down?
Whiskey?
On the rocks.
We have so many things to ask you. Are there many British families at the reservoir?
How are the Spanish schools?
Is there a beach?
Hey, just a minute. Let's get this organized.
All right. Let's give them the third degree.
I swear I'm innocent.
Where do you think would be best for us to...
Darling.
I only want his opinion.
Well, there's a village close to the reservoir with quarters for the technicians, the supermarket.
Oh, wonderful. Did you hear that, Vance?
Yes, I heard, but I'm not interested in quarters for the technicians. No more functional architecture, thank you. That is finished. The Pearson standard type is finished.
Oh, come on. You haven't even seen them.
I don't have to. The house is my business. I know what I want, and I'll find it. In the meantime, you two can stay at a nice hotel far away from my desk. To Spain.
Still looking for the mansion of your dreams?
Uh-huh.
When are you going to convince yourself that there is no such thing in this area?
This afternoon, I have only one place left to check, the road to the flooded village.
Are you out of your mind?
Just a little, like everybody else.
What shall I tell Verna?
Tell her I'll be late. I know what I want.
usted?
No habla español.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
American?
Answer me.
Are you the owner of this house?
Yes.
And why are you trying to set it on fire?
Get out of here.
Shall I send for the fireman?
For what? Where's the fire?
They might enjoy seeing an aquarium full of gasoline.
Gasoline evaporates.
Very quickly, especially if it's under a lamp and a short circuit is provided.
Could be an accident.
Of course, an accident.
This house has no electricity.
Doesn't it? The fuse must be out.
What do you want of me?
Many things occur to me.
Nothing original, I'm sure.
You suspect I lack originality?
And imagination.
Well, imagine anything you wish. Let's play a game.
Come on, it's your turn. Imagine something.
You first. Suppose the house did burn.
I can see it now. A terrible fire.
Oh, a terrible fire. Did you call the firemen?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you?
I don't want the firemen playing our game. I don't want them imagining things.
What do you want?
Well, what I want is...
I want to see the whole house.
Oh, I see. And you want to start with the bedroom?
It doesn't make any difference, really. We can start in the kitchen if you prefer. I'd like to take a last look at something that's going to turn into ashes.
How do I know I can trust you?
That's easy. I'll be your accomplice.
That doesn't sound bad. Help me change the fuses.
First of all...
But it's evaporating.
And so are my intentions of keeping quiet.
I still wonder, who are you?
I, too, wonder many things.
What, for example?
How much money will you get from the insurance company?
Very little. I want.
And why don't you sell? It's safer, fairer.
What fool would buy it? It's worthless since they flooded the town.
All right, let's talk business. How much money will you get from the insurance company if the house burns? Tell me the exact amount.
How much? How much?
1 million pesetas.
That would be about 6,000 pounds.
Take your hands off me.
Not yet.
How much do you want?
6,000 pounds.
Don't be stupid.
Maybe a little less.
Do you think I'm crazy? I'm not going to burn the house to get the money for you.
All right. Let's stop this. I'll buy the house.
And what'd it cost me? You really want to buy this house?
I think so. The house, the furniture, everything.
Everything?
Everything. Except you.
I'm not for sale.
You're not.
I could be an unexpected present.
Now, will you show me the house?
Of course. Where would you like to start?
Anywhere.
At the end? Are you married?
Yes, one daughter.
I have one, too.
You?
Surprised?
You don't look like a mother.
Oh? What do I look like?
I don't know.
Like a widow?
Are you a widow?
I am. Is she beautiful?
Who?
Your wife.
I think so.
Oh, she must look like a wife. Sweet, self-assured, but...
Don't describe it to me.
Are you faithful to her?
Yes.
What about her?
You crazy?
Oh, you can't even think about it, can you?
Why don't we change the subject? And the room.
Do you really mean that?
Yes. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
You look so funny when you fight temptation.
Sleep very well. Just half agree with you.
What time is it?
10 o'clock.
That late?
Yes. Is it really necessary for you to work at the reservoir every night?
Yes, of course. It's the only time I have to do my research.
Can't you do it at home?
In the pantry, like before.
You have a wonderful office here.
I have everything there.
Well, you know best.
Yes, I do.
You're very nervous.
And you are imagining things.
You know very well I'm not. You're working too hard.
All right. I'm nervous. I'm tired. Anything you say.
Now you have money. You're a successful engineer. You have the house you like. But now our problems aren't over. We have new ones.
Yes, it seems necessary, even if you have to create them. Good morning, Miss Pearson.
Good morning. Do you know of a good engineer who could help me?
Am I good enough?
I don't know what to do about this.
This is very, very difficult to fix.
There must be another way of getting our water.
Sure, an aqueduct, but I'm afraid that might be a little expensive. Bye. I'll be back late.
Haven't you forgotten something?
What did he forget?
Nothing important.
Please, Mr. Pearson. Silk tie, all dressed up. What are your intentions, sir? Just as I thought, evil intentions. I don't like that glint in your eyes.
What do you see in my eyes?
I see... exactly.
That's right. What do you see in them now?
That you're afraid of makeup. Why? I don't wear much.
Talking about makeup, you got lipstick on my collar.
You know I never wear lipstick when I'm with you.
I know. You did it deliberately.
Why should I?
To worry my wife, for instance.
That's a big reason, isn't it?
Laura, don't spoil everything. My home has always been too peaceful. Home, sweet home. You are war. As long as we keep peace at home, I'll be needing violence.
You know something? If I could ever love anyone, it would be you.
Have you ever tried?
But if that did happen, you belong only to me. Nobody else.
That's the way it is now.
Gracias a Dios. Si no hubiera sido por usted. Ande, vaya que le ven al botiquín. Por favor, señores, no ha sido nada. Vuelvan a su trabajo. Come on, I've got a bottle at home.
I don't understand how it could have happened.
I do. Lack of sleep.
You're right.
I won't be working tonight.
Who do you think you're fooling?
What are you talking about?
Laura Blanco's dangerous.
Have you been following me?
Don't talk nonsense. Who do you think I am? The thing is, I know Laura well.
I know she's no good.
She's a dangerous plaything.
I know. When I get home at dawn, I feel completely disgusted with myself, the whole thing. I swear I'll never see her again. I say Werner doesn't deserve this, neither does Sally.
I know that feeling.
I swear never again. Then the hours pass and I feel like a drug addict. I don't understand it.
Easy. Laura's an animal, and you've been locked up in your apartment for 10 years, working on your inventions.
Did you know her very well?
Just a little.
How did you get out?
I didn't. I was lucky enough to just have been a temporary caprice. Then her husband was alive.
I won't see her again.
She's a doll, isn't she?
He looks like you.
Everybody says so.
You love her very much?
In my own way.
There's only one way to love a child.
No, Vance, there are many. Too many.
Don't be absurd.
Did you take a good look?
Sure.
Her father. Was my father.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Are you going to the company party?
No,
You aren't considering spending New Year's Eve here.
that is my business.
All right. Happy New Year. I presume talking to you would be useless. Go ahead and destroy yourself.
Go.
Goodbye.
Hello. You? Me? How did you get in?
There.
Why?
Loneliness is bad, especially on New Year's Eve.
I'm sorry, Julio. I'm waiting for someone.
Ah, he might not come.
He will, and he won't like seeing you here. What are you doing?
Let's get Vance Pearson really mad.
Please don't misunderstand.
He won't.
Vince,
You should keep out of other people's business, Julio. You'll be ruining your New Year's Eve because of me.
It has already been ruined. There's nothing I can do about it.
Goodbye, Julio. And thank you, anyhow.
I think I'm going to take your wife to the party.
She won't go.
I know she won't. I'm sure Laura would do the same if she would have to stay home and wait for the unfaithful husband to come back. Wouldn't you, dear?
Stop it, Julio.
Happy New Year, darling.
Let's go somewhere. Anywhere.
Happy New Year. To the perfect wife who suffers in silence.
My only weapon is silence.
Be careful. It could be a dangerous weapon.
Darling, please don't go so fast. You've had too much to drink. I'm dying to be alone with you. What's the matter?
Look,
What?
a Ferris wheel.
The man who invented the wheel invented the world. That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Nothing you've been saying makes much sense.
No, the man who invented the wheel copied the world.
But when the wheel was invented, the world was thought to be flat.
Yes, of course, but that's what made him so extraordinary, don't you see? He copied a flat world, and it came out round. That's what I like so much about Ferris wheels.
I don't know why you find them exciting.
You know something, Laura? Whenever I'm near a Ferris wheel, I can see everything. Everything very clearly. This is the end of us. They're all different worlds, all traveling in the same orbit, but the people in the different gondolas can never really meet. Happy New Year.
Did Julio give you that idea?
My ideas are my own, Laura.
I knew it had to come someday. I'll try not to make it difficult.
Thank you, Laura. At least we can have some pleasant memories of the good moments.
I'll never live with a memory. A woman like me falls in love only once. This was the first and the last. Are you listening to me?
Sure I am.
They stand in your way, don't they? Your wife and your daughter.
Laura, you're very understanding. You said you wouldn't make it difficult.
Tell me one thing. If it weren't for your wife and your daughter, then would you marry me?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Thank you.
Your daughter. My daughter. That's one way we can say goodbye. At least we'll be making 2 children happy.
Care to stay and explain the reason for your happiness?
I can't tonight. Werner Julio will be picking me up any minute. I know you won't believe this, but we're having a meeting tonight with the British engineers. Tomorrow, the new generator goes into operation.
Always something.
Werner, I know you have a right to treat me like this, but tomorrow we're taking Sally into town. You and I, we're going down to the coast. You pick any restaurant you like, and we'll sit down and have a talk about a few things you should know.
Impossible. You work at night. Don't you remember?
I intend to end that completely.
Oh, no, darling. Don't worry about me. We wives are very understanding.
Yes, you are. Sometimes too much. But when it's really important, then you're not at all. Then you become women again. Werner, kiss me, please.
5 months, Vance. 5 months without even noticing my presence. Without even noticing how I was suffering.
Please. Please.
I can't.
All right, I won't make a scene, but please, a little more understanding. Just a little. But more.
Vance! Wait!
Dad, Mother's calling you.
I haven't got time now, Angel. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Hi.
Hi.
You're in a bad mood, aren't you?
The one time I tell her the truth, she won't believe me.
Should she? I know why she didn't believe you.
You do?
She was at the reservoir the other night.
When I cried, you loved me. You taught me to stop crying. Let me stay with you.
Everything will be all right again soon.
Finally, I saw it all very clearly, like it was many years ago when we were happy. Poor but happy. And then I realized that what Laura brought was just a poor substitute, moments of happiness for a lifetime of pain. What are you laughing at?
All of it. I would have loved to have seen the face of her dear friend Laura when you broke up with her. Don't be so confident, Vance. Laura doesn't lose gracefully.
this meeting. I hate the way I said goodbye to my wife tonight. What are you doing?
Take you home.
What about the meeting?
We Spaniards do everything tomorrow. There are certain things that should be done today.
It doesn't surprise me. This is unbearable for all of us.
More morphine?
It won't help. The only thing that will ease his pain is death. It's in God's hands.
Have you had the report from the fire department yet?
It was apparently caused by the explosion of a bottle of butane gas.
That's impossible.
I don't see why. Accidents like that happen very often.
An explosion would have wakened them, and they would have been able to save themselves.
Can you think of another version?
This fire was intentional.
Intentional?
Laura Blanco did all this.
Do you have proof?
Haven't you ever had the absolute certainty about something without proof?
Moral certainty is not enough to accuse a person. No proof, no murder.
Logic and reason seem to refuse to justify this absolute murder. No solid, real proof we can sink our teeth into.
All right, we'll look into it.
he should survive, I don't know whether or not he will ever completely recover. Our big problem is that he's still alive.
But a miracle could happen.
He will survive, but I don't know whether it'll be a miracle or damnation.
Will he
look like a human being again? No. Physically, he will be a monster. His soul?
What?
A brain burns, too, becomes carbonized very easily. I don't know, but I think we should have a psychiatrist check him. Do you know what a 4th-degree burn is? It means total carbonization of the limb. You hit it, and it sounds like this. Part of your friend's face, and also his hands, are 4th degree. The rest of the body is 2nd. If he doesn't die, not even an army of surgeons would be able to make him look human again.
What can I say? Can you speak?
I'll survive to be your death.
Vance, I swear.
No, Laura. I know it was you. The only reason I stay alive is to pay you back. Run. Do you hear me? Run. Go. Hide. Don't make it easy for me to find you. But I will find you. An eye for an eye. A fire for a fire. I won't rest until you and all of your family are dead. Run, Laura, run. My breath on your back will be like a cold wind from hell. Run. Run. Find you. I swear.
Notify the police immediately. Vance Pearson has disappeared.
It isn't him.
That's all. 3 weeks. You said he'd be so easy to find, and we've been looking for him for 3 weeks.
We've done everything we can. We've searched everywhere.
Finally caught up with you, Laura. And even if you don't deserve it, I want to warn you. Vance has escaped from the hospital. He is mentally sick. I don't want him to do anything he can't undo. Find a safe place for yourself and your family.
They're not here. Laura and her daughter have disappeared.
So Vance Pearson and Laura Blanca disappeared. The police continued to search for them, but to no avail. 15 months passed without a trace, until What do you think?
It's not something I think. I know the facts that 2 people died in this fire. Laura's mother and her maid. And now he's back. And he won't rest until he kills again.
Did you find anything?
Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
He must have had gloves on. TV has taught everybody that trick.
Not even the glove prints show.
Then it is him.
Or his ghost. I don't know. I need to think. Very easy. Just find a man who has no fingerprints, face unknown, very dangerous. Yes, it's easy. What I can't understand is how he's managed it. Are you certain plastic surgery couldn't work on him?
Even if he would have an operation every 6 months for 20 years, he would never recover a human appearance.
20 years on the police force, every kind of crime. And now I have to chase a phantom.
He's looking for Laura.
So are we. Hell must have swallowed her up.
We must find her. Make sure everyone knows it. Then Vance will come. Maybe we can still cure him.
The important thing to do is to deprive him of his lighter.
He's dangerous. Everything was perfectly planned. The exact moment, and everyone was in the main square. Carnival, the fireworks, even the firemen were busy.
Unfortunately, most maniacs are clever in their madness.
A carnival?
Yes, quite a nice one.
Is there a Ferris wheel, too?
Oh, sure.
What's the matter?
They'll tell us in a minute.
Strange, isn't it?
They must be looking for somebody.
Who?
You are asking too many questions.
It's the Ferris wheel they're interested in.
They're looking for a crazy pyromaniac.
What does it have to do with the Ferris wheel?
Nothing, just crazy ideas.
They're interested in a foreigner.
Peter is the greatest guy in the world.
Passport, please. Then you, Peter, have always worked as a Ferris wheel repairman, right?
Always.
How can you prove it?
I worked in all the famous amusement parks. Tivoli at Copenhagen, Prater in Vienna.
Then why would you work for this little nothing of a carnival in Spain? They certainly can't pay you anything comparable to those places.
I don't pay any salary. Peter and I are partners, 50-50.
We all make a good living.
Ain't this a good country for carnivals? Is there something wrong with my face?
There is nothing wrong. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Thank you. And from here you go to
Bares. We'll stop at a few villages first, then arrive at Santiago about the 25th.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Laura's our only hope. At least we know what she looks like.
Laura?
Where can she be hiding?
Where?
Hi, what are you doing?
Just playing. Do you have a match?
What do you want a match for?
Just to do something.
Here, take two, just in case.
Thanks a lot. There's nothing the matter with me.
Look, the poor thing is freezing.
You managed to find an orphan dog in each town.
There are too many of them.
She did not keep orphan dogs, she'd keep birds.
What about cats?
Forget about cats. I'll take care of you.
She's a sentimental lamb of the family.
She's wonderful.
It's gonna rain again.
Each year is the same. I swear I'll never return to Galicia again. It's always raining, raining.
He says the same thing every year. Still.
I was born here in this village. What can I do? Ah. Each year I must bring a little part of my carnival here for the children. You know, only for the children.
That's what I told you. She spent all day in her room with a girl. Every time there was a knock at the door or the telephone ring, she got pale and frightened. Oh, I was glad when she left. That woman had something evil about her, and I could...
She didn't say where she was going.
Not a word. I already told that to the other policeman, the one who came first.
Another policeman? What did he look like?
Oh, he had no manners. He never took off his hat or his big sunglasses. Don't ask me.
Thanks.
1, 1, 2, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, testing. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest Ferris wheel in the world. The wonder of the carnival.
Don't exaggerate, Friday. You're a damn liar.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest Ferris wheel in the world. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect.
What a wonderful dinner. I recommend the Tasca de Ramona to you. Wonderful food.
Now try the place. I was just beginning to get hungry. Better adjust the brakes. They're getting slippery.
Okay.
Hey, Peter. Got a little word for you.
Huh?
Look. Can you fix it tonight?
No dragon tonight. I'll come back later to see what I can do about it.
Thank you,
Peter would be rich if he charged for all these repairs.
What the devil would I do with the money?
Buy things.
I'm not interested in the things that money can buy, with the exception of a good meal.
How old are you?
Very old.
Oh, please tell me.
Old enough to be your father.
Oh, so is Cary Grant. But I wouldn't mind being his girlfriend.
He might mind
Would you mind?
if you were Cary Grant's girlfriend.
No. If I were your girlfriend.
Don't you think that's rather an odd question?
When you're 19, you can ask lots of things.
When you're my age, you can't answer lots of things.
Why not?
Let's drop the subject, nosy one. I'll just remember that you are 19. Now, eat and be quiet.
Where are you? Silver!
Liz, I told you many times nobody comes into my trailer.
That horrible thing I saw. What is it?
Open that drawer. Open it. Perfect, isn't it?
It looks almost real.
Each thread acts as a muscle or a nerve. Each gear, each axis, each piece of metal acts as the small bones of a normal head.
So?
The ugly thing you saw was my hand. Many disagreeable things happened to men during the war. You see, there was nothing to be frightened of.
Pardon me, Peter.
It's not important if you forget it. If you remember, then you will not love me so much. What are you doing? Are you crazy?
No. I love you much more now.
I understand. Like one of your orphan dogs.
No, in a different way.
I don't need your sympathy. Now get out of here.
Who's Laura?
What did you say?
Who's Laura?
My sister.
I haven't heard from her in years. I thought she might be in Spain. Now, you leave immediately or you'll be the first to be spanked by an artificial hen.
Have you ever been in love?
It's none of your business, young lady.
Oh, it certainly is.
It certainly isn't. What's that?
What? Oh, that's the house of the witches. There were more than 15. All of them were burned right there. Haven't you ever heard of the revenge of the Indiano? He's a Spaniard who has lived in South America. It happened about 100 years ago. A fisherman named Adriano lived in this town. He married young, for love. At that time, everyone here married for something. A cow, a boat. But for him, it was only love. They had a daughter. They loved one another, but they were starving. So he went to America to seek his fortune. After 7 years, he returned rich. He learned that his wife and daughter had been burned alive. Someone had accused them of witchery. No one realized that the rich Indiano was Adriano. He bought this house, invited everyone, all the people who had accused his wife and daughter. They all came to his party one night. He bolted all the windows and doors. Then, with himself inside, he set fire to the house. The peasants swear that the screams are heard on November nights, and nobody comes near this place. Did you like my story?
Fascinating.
I think it's horrible.
The limits of horror are much wider.
So you approve of Adriano's vengeance? You? And I thought you were good.
Then Adriano, the fisherman, was bad by your definition.
No, he was good too. But revenge is a horrible thing.
Not horrible, Liz. Sometimes it can be the only reason for a man to stay alive.
I'm cold.
Let's go back.
I brought you double of everything. Tomorrow's a big holiday, so I won't come.
Did you forget the butter?
No, ma'am. Here it is. Why did you come to town? You're going to be fine. There will be a parade, sack races, carnival, fireworks.
You know we never go out.
That's why I'm telling you. Such a fine lady shouldn't stay here like this all the time.
Don't mix in.
I don't wish to. I'll come back the day after tomorrow. Goodbye.
Isabel? Isabel! Isabel, where are you?
Good morning, little one.
Hello.
You like it?
Yes.
Ask your mother to buy you a ride.
Oh, no, I came alone.
I'm very far away.
Yes.
Come.
But I haven't any money.
This ride is a gift from me. Come. Start it up.
Look,
What is it?
my house is on that island.
The girl was found at the carnival happy and safe, but Laura seemed to think she'd been kidnapped.
Well, now we know where she is.
I've alerted the police in Vivero. That's only about 15 miles from the port of Barry's, where we found Laura. We'll be there in a few minutes.
Tell me what you're trying to do. Don't be angry, please.
Why did you follow me?
I'm afraid. The woman on the island, I heard them call her Laura. And the little girl is her daughter. I'm afraid for you. I love you, Peter.
Quiet.
No, please let me go with you. I'll do anything for you, for you.
It's all right, Liz.
Mama, I want to leave this place. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Nor do I, darling. How would you like to go to?
Where?
It's a secret. But don't you worry, we'll leave. Now go to sleep.
All right. I'm going to try to guess where we're going.
Nobody can guess where we're going.
There's a girl on the phone calling from Baris. She says someone called Peter is going to kill someone.
Vance. Tell her we're on our way. To wait for us. Let's go.
Who is it? Who's there?
There's no use screaming. No one is here.
I have nothing to steal. No money, no jewelry, nothing.
He's got the girl with him.
Don't go close. The girl.
Vance, do you hear me? We want to help you. Please, don't hurt the child.
Peter, please. Peter, if you have any love in you at all, you won't hurt the child. You're a good man, Peter. Or I couldn't have loved you. Don't hurt her. She's done nothing to you. Please, Peter.